Okay, so we're going to open every piece of software on my laptop and see what happens. Already I have this guy down here, so it's the Meta Quest Link thing. I plugged it in and it said, hey, you've got this new 3S. So look at, I've had a few things hooked up here. They say you got this new 3S. You want to connect it? Yeah. And it's not on my list, which is fun. Might be one of these Quest 3s, who knows? So we'll have that up and running in the background. We get the Quest link. We'll come back to it in a sec. So that's running. I've got Chrome running just because I don't like my computer and I want it to fry. Let's turn that off. I know. I need to switch back to Opera. I was on Opera until their YouTube blocker got blocked. Yeah, they gotten big anyway. It was a whole thing. I'd go back to Opera in a heartbeat. I just all right. So I'm in Unity Hub. I'm creating a new project immediately because I don't know if SteamVR plugin has been tested with 6. I'm going to pop back down to our 2022.3. Whatever, fill in the blank. And I'm going to go 3D built-in pipeline. SteamVR environment. Just call it 2025. I'm saving it in my Unity folder like I do. I don't need any of that other jazz. So I'm just going to create an empty 3D project and come back next week.
You said it was just 3D built-in mirror pipeline?
Yeah, built-in mirror pipeline. We're not going to throw more at this configuration than we have to at this point. You could go HDRP, you could go URP, but since I'm trying to run every piece of software on my computer at once, I'm trying to keep it a little light.
Is there a way to use a virtual keyboard?
Depending on where you're at. So once you're in through SteamVR, when SteamVR is running, then there's virtual keyboards you can use. There's one in the Quest thing. All right, well that's building. I'm going to jump into my headset here and see if I can get SteamVR going. So we're just kind of like trying to build this bridge from both sides. Oh, sure, continue and pass through. Okay, so once I quit Beat Saber, I've got Enable Link popping up on my Quest headset. So I'm say enable. It says access PC VR apps while your Quest is plugged in. So I'm gonna do that, and it wants me to create a new boundary because I was playing Beat Saber in the middle of the room. There, that's good enough. Cool. I love that the 3 and the 3S auto map.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have to like draw it out. It just uses the camera. Okay. What you're not seeing is now I'm in a different version of the Quest OS, I guess. So this is my desktop version, and it's connected. It's running stuff here. So that's still building. So I'm hooked up here to this set of library and everything else, and not my stuff that's on my actual headset. So now it's plugged in and it's linked and it's acting like a wired PC VR headset. And so from here, I've got a SteamVR app or a link to SteamVR. So I'm going to try and launch that. I love that my controller that's across the room on the table over here is portraying as a hand, just floating in space. And honestly, this is the iffiest part of it, is from the Quest PC app launching into SteamVR. So it says loading for a good hot minute. Let's see what's happening here. You launch Steam. Now it's launching SteamVR, so it's starting to do its thing. And look, you can see my stuff. And I'm in, and it's loading SteamVR home.
So mine, if you have Unity open, it will let you cycle through and open up and close up stuff from the line.
Okay.
And it can actually interact with the game, but only clicks, because the rest of it is.
Oh yeah, so you can view your desktop. Display VR view. So you see, this is the old 315, so that's what I'm looking at. That's my SteamVR home environment. Or I guess it's 302 back in the day. Yeah, there it is on the door, 302. Okay, so I've got that going on. It's going to show everything.
Is this like that little corner?
Yeah, this is that corner right now that's all whiteboards and tables now.
Yeah.
This used to be our VR lab.
And they just demolished like that little divider with like a door and all that?
Yeah, there was another beautiful piece of oak paneling and doors that they just knocked out and opened up. And then 301's right around the corner. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull, oh! Slightly disorienting. You ever just jump on a table? Okay, I don't know if you're still seeing everything. Okay, so I've got, look. See, okay, cool. So I hit the I don't know, the little hamburger button on this controller here, and it pulls up the Steam menu. And from here, I can go to my desktop, which is nice, and get some tunnel vision. Yeah. So we could, yeah, I know, we can minimize that. But once I'm here and do this, and I can go and with my controller even, start playing in Unity on this screen. Let's see what y'all are seeing. Okay, good. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Now I'm seeing my desktop in Unity, and I'm going to try to do this with the headset on. So, wake up. There we go. And for whatever reason, my controllers are showing as old school Oculus. So the first thing we need, window and package manager. You'll need to go to the asset store. So let me just, that's what I need the browser open for. Yes, it's recording. In theory, at like 2 frames a second, probably. So go to the Unity Asset Store, and then you will need, once you're logged into the Unity Asset Store, let me find my keyboard. Where'd my keyboard go? One of these guys? No? I'd be upset if I can't search here.
Is there not like a little digital keyboard that pops up? Or?
Oh, there it is. I see the button now, right there. Show keyboard. Okay, so SteamVR, all one, no spaces. You'll want this bad boy right here. Little nice Valve logo, steamy guy. You'll need to click add my assets, and then it'll be like, hey, who the heck are you? And you'll just tell it. This will be interesting. Okay, I'm going to not use the visual keyboard just for this. Here we go. Thanks for remembering my password everywhere. Remember that Google knows everything about us, so they could erase us at any time. All right. So I purchased this plugin on October 1st, 2016, and it's still one of my favorites, apparently. So yeah, SteamVR plugin, you'll want to download, add to my assets, whatever, and then you can open in Unity from here, and then it'll pop up your package manager, and there's SteamVR plugin, and I'm just going to click download. I don't know why I have double cursors going on. Are you seeing that?
It looks like it's running like loading, like 24 frames per second. Probably does, I don't know.
All right, so downloaded, and I'm going to import. Oh. I've got like, got this weird like, yeah, we'll take everything, import. The frame rate in my headset's bad, so it's got to be even worse on the live stream.
That's what I was talking about.
The live stream isn't too bad.
It's really the worst when that guy talks. Other than that, it's fine.
We just need like the little Xbox 360 like a microphone.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, I got frame rate sickness right there. That was bad. Should not have spun around. I'm gonna vomit now. It's gonna be awesome. Oh wow. So this hadn't been updated in a good long while, and then we got an update January 17th, 2024, and that was the last one. So now we've gone over a year again without an update. But they did work on this for years. It works quite well. So you wouldn't want to play that with a cable hooked up?
Definitely wouldn't want to recommend the cable. You can play without it.
Yeah, well, so it's on the, I mean, it's on the headset, so you really wouldn't even run into that unless you were trying to charge it at the same time.
Yeah. The Batman.
Is it Arkham Shadow?
I think it's Arkham Shadow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I would prefer just regular Arkham game over VR. It's still good.
Well, since I beat every other Arkham game, I'll go ahead and grab this. You know, I'm not counting the Suicide Squad game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The early footage of it looked good, like, practically, but then it just didn't deliver. Too busy for 2 minutes.
Yep. So it's not just my frame rate? Okay, cool.
Yeah, mine-
There's a lot in here. So there's just a lot of, there's scenes, there's library tools, there's fully built prefabs that we can just like use right away. There's a lot of goodness going on in here. Apparently at least 3 minutes worth of goodness. That's the only 3 they've got is a 3-minute loading time. Wow, nothing is better than watching a loading bar load in VR with a low frame rate. This is fantastic. I mean, I'm living in the future right now.
Okay, what's next? Right to the food.
That's probably slowing down my movie.
This is what people were imagining when he, bringing up the metaverse. This is what the future will look like.
This is Don Burton's.
'Cause this is what you asked for, and now this is what we're stuck with. So we're loading longbow sounds. That's got to be a good sign. Yeah, this plugin comes with a fully functional longbow, so,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, what?
Above, on the.
Oh. I understand.
Well, I'm just gonna let this do its thing for a couple more minutes while I drink some coffee. Maybe.
This is optional.
I'm always worried about like taking it off and like letting the headset go to sleep and then don't know if you're gonna come back.
What was that on called? VR.
Huh?
What was that on called?
SteamVR.
It's
all one
in the
word.
Unity Asset Store.
All over.
So I pulled like this little menu once it was downloading for me, and it says like, use recommended resolution size. Do we just want to go with it?
Yeah. You click accept, it'll like give you a nice snarky comment. It's fun.
And do we need to like take it in the plugin providers?
What? Okay. For everyone who didn't hear it.
You immediately had me. I don't know. I didn't know. But do we want to select the plugin providers?
We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm sorry, your computer's running faster than mine, so.
I found my link cables.
Yeah.
Meta, Unity, Steam.
Actually, yeah, let's just, while we're here, oh my gosh, I've got no mouse pointer. Ah, did it go away? What happened?
Oh, that's awful.
I had better frame rate in VR. And I was only just trying to come down here and close Chrome so I could get a better frame rate. Chrome's become sentient. It's fighting back. You foolish little man. I can't get my mouse on it to right click to the frame rate's so bad. Okay, I think it's there. No, it's off again. Yes. Yes, close window. No, not more windows. Close window. Would you like some more Chrome windows? We got you. It's fine.
Finding Jesus. That is such a thing. If you don't know.
Did we go backwards? I swear this said 8 minutes a minute ago.
I'm not even sure. It's just straight up. It's just speaking it has like a Chinese accent. It is.
Ah, this says it's still open. Did Chrome not close? It didn't update. I've still got the little dot underneath it here in VR land. Oh. This screen hasn't updated. Unity's saying it's been busy for 4 minutes.
Those blob sounds must be really nice.
This is the process, people.
That was good.
It's legit frozen. Oh my gosh.
Wait, are
Okay.
you able to open Discord?
Do not give him any more.
Seems like a bad idea. Let's do it.
If he opens every single like application possible,
Just go down the line here with autofire.
your computer will explode.
Oh.
And then tried ZBrush and your whole computer like died.
Yeah.
If your computer mounts, that just means you can petition the
Yeah. This is why I need 55090s. Hook me up. Dude, that was insane. He was stacked with GPUs.
Well, have you seen the renders of his donuts? It's all those do it like never.
Import option under again.
Hmm?
Where's the, import option?
So window and package manager.
Someone could have installable there.
Yeah. So anyway, like and subscribe for more exciting content like this.
Yeah, or it's not.
Like and subscribe.
It's really slow. It's really iffy. Yeah. If you're lucky and your machine is set up properly, you'll be able to see the blue. Fair.
You guys should check the AI.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that on my phone and not make my laptop cry even more.
Yes.
You're such a jerk.
This is the first time I've ever typed in this server. I hope you know, this is the first and forever I'm never typing in this server.
Does go up all the walls next to you.
Beautiful.
How?
This is why it's paid.
This is the first and forever since I typed in this.
It's the worst. You know, from the short, it's from the short.
Say glibble? I don't know what glibble is. Does it say glibble? Three hours later.
There it is.
Just a second, dude. The narrative was so well.
I just have to cut out a bunch of people.
Look at the frame rate on this.
What would be frame rate?
Look.
Oh, that's bad.
What?
Just your live stream.
It's dying.
I can watch my own self on live stream. That's great. Is that live? I'm not opening it.
Wait.
No, it's from earlier.
Oh, okay. I was like-
Is this now or like past the stream?
It was when he saw the messages.
Yeah, in a way,
It's so slow.
I just realized he's gonna disappear out of frame eventually.
He's just gonna disappear, yeah.
I need to see this. But I also don't want to.
And then he ascended.
I'm literally recording. I'm at a minute right now. I'm recording.
You're recording my recording.
Yeah.
Already in progress. All right, let me get rid of that. That'll help.
God works fast, but I work fast.
I've also tried this a different fast.
That seems. We're going to get more protesters outside the building. Okay, 15 minutes
Oh my
later.
gosh, the frame rate went
right.
perfectly fine as soon as he started reading.
OpenVR Unity XR successfully installed. A restart of the Unity editor may be necessary. God, I hope not. And then, yeah, it should have checked OpenVR loader. That should be all we need. Cross your fingers, say your prayers. Yeah, so just open project management or project settings for us. Okay, so that's set up. So we've got a thing. I'm just assuming that the live stream is still live. Who knows? It's probably delayed by 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So we started with empty. We had nothing, right? And then we said, let there be SteamVR. And it was not instantaneous. We had to wait. But if I go to scene now, I've got I don't know, nine new scenes here that Steam just gives us for freezies. And I think the first one we want to look at, basically the thing we want to look at is going to be interaction examples. I think this is the one that's got all the goodies in it. Okay, this is overload. But this is the way to test if our stuff's working. So I'm going to do that. So I've got the interaction examples from Steam. It's got all the stuff set up. We can't just pull stuff from here as easily to other scenes, but a lot of the stuff they have in here is already set up as prefab, so that's nice. So I'm going to go in and try to interact with this. Oh my Lord. My SteamVR home environment is upside down.
Excellent.
And skewed. And I'm gonna vomit. It's really nice. Okay.
So go to your quick camera, and there's quick camera settings. And then there's your big box there.
So your laptop, you're gonna.
This is the most disorienting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Download this SteamVR.
You want me to click on that?
SteamVR
I
plugin.
think it's,
Yeah. And then that's where it's not pulled up.
Okay. Oof. Somewhere in there I lost it all. Thanks, Mason.
What?
Appreciate you.
Oh, anytime.
My frame rate vomit.
I try very hard. That's good. Trying to get where it don't come up on
I sped that up by
Okay.
4 times. It was a minute-long video that I sped up to like 10 seconds.
Okay. Oh, man. I didn't even do anything and Unity's waiting.
Mine's giving me some kind of error report. I don't think Unity liked that.
Okay, so that's back. I unplugged my headset and then I had control of things again, so that's nice. Okay. That might have been it. All right, I'm going to try and plug this back in and reconnect my headset. I'll try to keep the live stream on. We'll see what happens. Put on your headset to Wake VR. And again, on your home Wi-Fi or even over a link cable when you're not running OBS, probably have a lot better luck. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn link back on. Which immediately put me back in SteamVR. Good deal. Okay. I don't have my desktop. Okay. Well, everything else seems to be working, but somewhere in all of that, I lost the ability to look at my desktop via Steam. So I have to do this way. I'm gonna hit play. Looking through the gap above my nose. Okay. I've got a pop-up. It says it's loading something else. There we go. All right. That's what I'm looking for. So does it look like you haven't generated actions for SteamVR input? Would you like to open the window? Yes. Yes. Create the example JSON. Now this whole input window is designed for you to be really custom and crazy and like make your controllers do gosh, who knows what. Default's fine for me. I'm just gonna hit save and generate. And then close that. And then I can hit play again and hopefully we'll see something. Just be nice if something worked. All right. I'm here. I can teleport. Can I not grab this? Okay, I guess I can grab that. Oh, got it. Is it showing? I can move around, I can pick things up. That's pretty much all we needed out of life. All right.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with all of that.
Maybe if you just grab the thing and that's holding the arrow, maybe, or just.
No, I just gotta set it back down. There we go.
Okay.
That was weird. Got controls. Things we can pick up.
Yours is 10 years old. But also, I don't have the fuck because mine is 6.
Okay, and I think if I exits, and it stopped it. All right, exciting. So if I just exit the game from the Steam settings, Unity gets upset. But anyway, it worked. 219, okay. So I'm going to assume that Unity is going to do anything in the next hour. I didn't mean to freak it out. What'd you do, Josiah? You fall asleep?
No, it's things like that.
Oh, okay. What? Unity just unalived. I didn't see it and now it's gone. I crashed it, so that's fun.
Yeah, mine has an error.
Is it about the access scripts and things?
Could not write the crypt package file, package manager winner not the crypt package file. Failed to import with error. Not-
Okay, I'm gonna unplug the headset again just to get some bandwidth back.
Yeah, I can have a different error in it.
Here we go. And
A lot of projects.
it is, but not the project we just made. How is that possible?
Did it like, is
It-
it like in your files? And you
It,
just have to add
I don't know, like, it's not in my list, like, this is crazy, all
You
right.
just have to add it from your files.
Also, there's a few there. There we go, environment. Okay,
Oh, it's probably a memory issue.
probably, yeah.
Zero bytes free of 219. Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Did it really?
What's wrong with you people? All right. My headset's unplugged, so now I can start setting stuff up. So I'm going to come here to scenes. We got sample scene, which is nothing. It's the empty thing that we start with. I'm going to go ahead and create I'm just going to save this as a new scene. So I'm going to save as. So my Steam environment. I'm going to save that in scenes. So by default, we have our regular, this is Unity 101 for the most part, but then also some new stuff. So I've got camera and directional light. I'm going to go ahead and add right now just we'll do a plane. We'll make it largish. Okay, by default, that had a mesh collider on it. So it's got solidarity. I'm going to take my main camera here and delete it. Get rid of it. If you have more than one camera in a VR scene, you will make yourself puke. It's possible. It's happened before that Unity got confused because I had either left the main camera in there, or one time I imported a camera from an FBX, like it didn't export properly from Blender. So there's a camera on an object, and when I went to play that level in VR, like everything was just, it was terrible. Yeah, I don't even have words to describe the digital nightmare that happened. But so I've just got my light, I've got my plane in here. So I'm going to come down to my assets folder. I'm going to filter for prefabs. And honestly, what we're looking for is just a little dude called Playa. There, with these little two arrows looking thing here. Just going to drag that dude into my hierarchy. And now if I plug my headset back in and run this, I won't be able to tell much of a difference because everything's going to look the same as I look around. So I'm just going to drop some more objects. I'm going to create just open VR, yeah. So drop a cube in, roundabout there-ish. Again, just so I've got things to look at, ways to tell where I'm at. Some here, some there. I should. Let me see if I've already got materials. Oh goodness, there's already lots of materials here. There we go. That's our floppy hand cube. This can be a shiny advanced estimation. No, it's too blue. There we go. And I'll do one more just for giggles. Because I want to see what this one guy is. Oh, this one. Teleportation color. That's kind of see-through. So I've just got some cubes in there just so I can see where I'm at. Frames of references. Save. And now I'm going to need to, hopefully this will work. If I just plug my headset back in and then try to hit play, I should be able to look around. We get that much done, we'll go to the next step, but I don't. My faith is waning.
You could probably work without the plug-in, right? Hypothetically, just using SteamVR.
Without what plugin?
Without just using the plug-in.
If you're at home and you got Steam Link, yeah.
We've been trying to fix my meta, it's not really, it doesn't like.
It might just work better when you're not here in the building with 100 computers. Launch link. Which at least this time pulls up Steam pretty quickly. Okay. And now, let me try to play this scene. Can't see my mouse. Let me try that. I'm here, I can look around. The frame rate's garbage, pure garbage.
What if you turn the run on I was gonna say 3D, that's my brain, that's right.
So the cubes help, at least I know I can tell when I'm turning my head. There's nothing in here interactable, but with the player in here, we've got a VR ready camera and some physicality. So phase one is a success, even though the frame rate is garbage. All right. I'm just going to take this cube here and I'm going to move it closer to my player. And all I need to do for this guy, if you remember when we were doing it in Hammer, it was like prop destination physics or whatever. So here I'm just going to add the component to this cube, throwable. So if I add throwable, it adds interactable, it adds a rigid body, and of course it adds throwable. And just by default, with all of that, I should be able to pick this guy up and chuck it. I moved the cube, I added a component, it's taking forever to re-render and run the scene. That's hilarious. Okay, we're back, sort of. Nope, yes, no.
I don't think this stream is gonna work out.
See it highlights. And the stream's gonna be awful. The frame rate in here is enough to make me throw up.
No, I'm looking at it and it's just been like one frame every 30 seconds.
Is there sound coming through?
I'm not trying it yet.
Yeah, if the sound comes through, that's something. All right, so anyway, that's mobile now. It's got rigid body. Here, I'll go back. All I did was I added throwable. And throwable is that awesome stuff we looked at in game engines where we say require type of. And so it says, hey, I need these other components to work. So when I added throwable, it added rigid body, it added interactable, which is like a parent. And then it was all good to go. So anything you want to be able to pick up and move around, just add throwable. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so throwable came with the SteamVR stuff, so I just hit add component, typed in throw, added throwable. There's complex throwables, there's lots of other things we can do, but just for the purposes of what we're going to spend literally the next week on because of frame rate issues, we're going to build an environment. So all your other stuff just needs to have colliders so that you don't fall through, and so the things you throw don't fall through. And then I wouldn't manually add rigid body to anything, but when you add throwable, it'll add rigid body to things that need it, and then you'll be good to go. Let me see. I've got a few more minutes. Let me just.
By next week, we're doing like bug fixes for this and like, our common
We're-
assets for the-
Well, yeah. So what we're going to want to do is almost what we did before. So we're gonna build a level. Bring in old models, find some cool asset packs. There's dungeons, there's haunted hospitals, there's all the things, right? There's dragons, there's probably horses you can ride. Was it dragons? What did you have? What was your struggle bus, but on an animal?
Oh, yeah, it was on horses.
On horses?
But there was a dragon.
Yeah. So bring in what you want, make a scene. Open sky or enclosed, just make sure it's got physicality, and then things that we can pick up and throw. So a lot of things with throwable. And then the last bit that I want to cover right now is teleportation. So here's the weird part about teleportation in Unity. So I can come down here. My mouse is still super slow. The stream's got to be awesome. And I don't know why there's 5 teleport areas. Oh, because it's materials. Let me look for prefab. Just like there was in Steam, in Hammerland, there's the two different ways of teleporting. So I've got a teleport point, which is the circle that says snap me to this spot. So I drag that out here, and that is an area I can go to. If my beam can reach it, then I can go to that exact location. And then the other thing is I need the teleporting prefab just here in my hierarchy. It's just an empty with the stuff on it that we need. Okay? Now with teleporting out here, I can jump around to the teleporting points. Or I can do this weird thing with my plane, and I'll show you all of this. So I've got my plane. I need a copy of the floor, a copy of the things that I want to teleport to. So I'm going to literally take my plane here. We'll give it a good name, like ground. And I'm going to right click and duplicate. And that's ground 1. I'm going to make it a child here. And ground is at 0, 0, 0. I'm going to take ground 1 and just come up like a fraction, so like 0.01. And then on ground 1, which is the copy, I'm going to add teleport area. So if I look for area, get this guy out of the way, teleport area. You see it changes the material on it to this gritty looking dude. And now, in my amazing 3 frames per second, thanks OBS, I should be able to teleport around. But if you don't have this teleporting empty prefab with all the goodness on it, you can have set up everything else and it won't matter. You won't be able to teleport. So I drag the teleporting prefab in, I drug in a teleport point, and then I did this to be the teleport ground. Let's call it that, ground. Hit play, hit your knees and pray. The thing went to sleep. All right. Oh, wow. I'm in. I can see immediately it wants to say, hey, use the thumbsticks to teleport. And it works. Where'd that teleport area go? I don't know where it went. So that, yeah, the teleport point, I don't know, vanished on me. So I can pick this up and then, teleport to the edge of the map and throw it off or whatever. Cool. All right. Again, we will spend next week on this. But let me unplug that. And we're going to iterate on this. But let me just check our rubric because apparently that's how I like to close out videos, even at this frame rate. All right. We have a full, is that right? Yeah, we have a full 11 more days till this is due. Bring in stuff. There's the last times I did this, I don't know if the frame rate's any better or worse. We want a big, full Unity scene properly scaled. So the player is set to meters. So make sure everything's to meters. We added the SteamVR plugin. We add the player to the scene, deleted the original camera, added the teleporting prefab. We put the teleport area on a copy of what we wanted to go to. We added throwable to lots of objects. That's the assignment. But we'll spend the next week on it because, as Emma is figuring out, just connecting your headset to the laptop is sometimes the challenge.
Like, it works with Steam, but the meta of the app is like, suck.
So if Steam Link works because you're in the time and place of your life where you have good Wi-Fi, then Steam Link will work. You don't have to open the Meta app and have another thing running. But Steam Link here on campus has been super not good for me, so I'm going to head through Meta. So it's possible you just pull in a bunch of assets from what you made for the last assignment and kind of recreate that. But I'd like to see just explore, make a cool VR scene that we can teleport around and throw stuff. That's as far as we're going to get. And you can hit the asset store and find like 100 different amazing places that you would like to hang out in VR.